Hi everyone, once again welcome back to our channel Path Ultima. Today the channel just talking about a social thing. That's one of the member of parliament, Mr. I.B. Eden, who just made its own privatization bill in the central government. He just be part of the member of parliament for a long time. So the recent time, it's March 9th, 2020, he just made a private bill. In the bill, it's he wish and he like to want the God's own country, one of the south state in India, that's Kerala. The Kerala capital is situated in TVM, Thiruvananthapuram, and he would like to change the capital into Thiruvananthapuram to its metropolitan city, Kochi. Right. So when you just look at the map of the Kerala, it's look like a similarity for one object. The object just I can just name out that it's none other shoelace. Right? In the shoelace we can say that our capital, the current capital of our Kerala, the God's own country, is situated on Thiruvananthapuram. It's not the northern part, it's not in the middle, it's really situated in southern part, right? It's very bottom of the our structure, right? It's been located very low. So the IV Eden, it's point out that the persons are from who just be from the northern parts, Kasaragod, Kannur, Malappuram, Kozhikode, and the Malabar area. They just want any official things or related that they just want to be just to show in the all officials in the related government. They have to just visit Thiruvananthapuram, right? It's not easy to travel just within 4 or 3 hours. If they want to do any official things on official day, it should be like an example. If they just be Wednesday, they have to starting their travel from Tuesday, right? It's a long distance for them. So that's why the IBED just point of view what the if you just put it right to move to the capital, to the Kochi, the metropolis city, that's good for all the person. It's not only for the Kochins from the northern side and the southern side and the middle side. They'll all be just happy for that one, right? But what that's in one is making privatized vision to the central government. The central government's the next procedure should be how to ask the ruling party, the state of Kerala. So the chief minister and the cabinet ministry, they're not supporting for this one because of lot of things, and it's when you just look at to the vision about it, it's not a simple thing, but it's not an impossible thing, right? So the why the government not try to just support, because it's made by then its opposition party IB Eden. So speaking about the IB Eden, it's normally he just to raise his voice against the government, right? He just want to just keep find out the mistakes from the ruling party of the who just rule the Kerala. So most of 7 years there is one party who just become. So whatever the mistakes they done, or if you want to just to do something just to find out the black mark form, then he just point out that one, and he just is presenting on top of the authority of central government, right? He just just to make its own keep eye always on the government and notice why which are the black mark, which are the mistake, and which are the not right the way do that, and try to just present that. It's not the first time he done it like that. But this bill made it by from the date of March 9, right? Now we just getting the stating month of July, but it's take the long time. Why it's getting them published now? That's also one the question mark, right? It's because there is some kind of other issue just already just happened our country, right? So when we have the analyzing about whether should be what are the possibility if try to move this one, or if it not just be sustain the same bill, because our legislature, the Indian judicial, that's the capital of a country. When you look that our one of our neighbor state that belongs to the South India, it's Andhra Pradesh. So I'm taking to the past what happened that from 2018, that's one of the man who just be made it a good leader and a good commitment guide who just led the team another way. The Chandrasekhar Reddy, he was in the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, and he just always want to wish that he wanted to move to that capital city to its Amaravati. So Amaravati, it's one of the natural and right place. So he would like to wish that he wanted to move to the capital from Hyderabad to Amaravati, right? Sada Chandrasekhar, but so because he just to make a huge investment, a huge capital, more than 35 square land in that. So you want to just the capital city, the legislature, everything should be there. When he just passed away from 2019, the son of its Chandrasekhar Reddy, he not try to just do the same thing what his father is done. He just to wish that, and he wanted to be there is a three places of the capital required for us, because that was a second one of the biggest state of our country, and there is a plenty of people available, and that is the second language just using to common to speak, because after Hindi when you just look a few languages be right, that's among from that. So what he didn't want to be three phase of that. It should be not that be one sustainable place, right? So as per our discussion we just can start. So if you look at the capital, what's the capital for the country? It's look at three division of the capital. One should be the executive division, another second one is legislative division, and the third one is judiciary division. When you look our God's own country, the Kerala, who just before 1957 our one, our executive, the judicial, it just belongs to the metropolitan city, the Kochi, and the legislative and other one is situated on the capital Thiruvananthapuram, right? So if you just ask the people who from the Malabaris, the Malabar area from Kannur, Kozhikode, Kasaragod and Malappuram everywhere, the people who not requesting, they just want, they, because if you just look at the overall that they have to request, or they just have request or demanding for this one, because compared to the Cochin and Trivandrum, they just not far away to travel from one place to another place, right? So if there's a people, some people who just try to involve, only we can say the Kerala people, from the Malabar areas, right? So they have to demand for this one. So definitely there should be a big panel discussion. It's not very easy and make a one decision. You have to think about that one. If there should be another way, as we already have, if we started to move to one more thing, just a judicial and executive, the three of just belongs to one place. If try to do it that one, that should be a record, right? So if you have any comments about this one, this is wide open for each one. You can you have to ready to willing to the accept of, you are agreed about the Mr. one of the member of the parliament, none other than IB Eden, who just to make a private bill on the central government. That's he wish and wanted to move to the capital city, the Trivandrum to Kochi, or if you just say that we can just stay with that one, or you can just well make a comments, or we will not support him for that one. So it's wide open for you, and keep support our channels. We will bring you the latest episode for all the things in around the world. Keep support and please make subscribe. I wish you all the best and safe and be smart.